Hello and welcome. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we shall make a start shortly. So if you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we shall make a start shortly. And also we are live on YouTube. We have many more people watching us on YouTube as well. So welcome to the call. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a foreign exchange and cryptocurrency trader. I have been trading now for quite some time, several years. And what we're going to do during this webinar is, give you an introduction to trading. In particular, I'll be talking about cryptocurrencies in a little bit more detail. I'll also talk about our mentorship program, our academy as well. So for those of you who want to get started, want to start trading with us, you can start trading with us more or less immediately. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. I am a foreign exchange and cryptocurrency trader, have been trading now for several years. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you. If you can see my shared screen, again, please drop me a 333 in the chat box. And this is going out to everybody on YouTube as well. So just bear with me a second while I check my second screen. So if you can see my screen, drop me a 111. Now on the screen here, you can see CoinGecko. This is a website that I frequent very, very often. This gives me a snapshot view of what is happening in the cryptocurrency space at any particular time. Now, as you can see here, let me just refresh the screen. Bitcoin, the current price of Bitcoin is in the region of around $41,000. And in the last 7 days, the price has come down by around 3%. In fact, 2.7%, depending on which exchange you are on. So the price of Bitcoin has come down a little bit over the last 7 days. The price of Ethereum, which is the second largest coin in the marketplace by market capitalization, has gone up by 3% in the last 7 days. Now, at the moment, Bitcoin represents 40% of the marketplace and Ethereum is 17%, as you can see here. So Ethereum is just under 50% value by market cap of Bitcoin. And many people are expecting in the next few months, maybe the next year or so, that the market cap of ETH could surpass the market cap of Bitcoin. So Ethereum has a lot more use case than Bitcoin. It's based around smart contracts, so it has much more utilization value than Bitcoin. In fact, 80% of the coins on CoinGecko approximately have smart contracts on the back of them, so have Ethereum as a use case on the back of them. Now, currently there's around 18,000 plus cryptocurrencies in the market, so quite a lot of cryptos in the market. And the great news is that as a trader, you do not need to trade all these cryptocurrencies. You do not need to trade all these cryptocurrencies as a trader, and generally a good handful is enough for most beginners. And what I do is I do this full time. I'm a trader full time, and what I tend to do is I'll focus on certain cryptocurrencies. I will talk about some of these on this webinar, so you can walk away and actually start buying and selling those cryptocurrencies as well. Now, again, looking at this, although Bitcoin came down by a few percent in the last 7 days, there are coins out there that did really, really well in the last 7 days. For example, Zero Finance went up by 125% in the last 7 days. Thor coin, 45%. The Graph, which is one coin that I am particularly looking at the moment, went up by around 24%. Aave, another great coin, 14.6%. So although some coins came down in value, there are always coins where the value has gone up. And that is the beauty of crypto, because there's so many coins out there in the marketplace, because there's so many coins, 18,000 plus coins in the market, you can always find some coins to trade in or trade with, regardless of where you are based. And again, another beauty of trading the markets is that it doesn't matter about your location. You can be based anywhere in the world. As long as you have access to one of these, as long as you have access to a mobile phone, you can actually trade regardless of your location, regardless of your vocation. So it doesn't really matter where you've come from, you can trade the markets. Now, before I continue, I just want to talk a little bit about myself. Now, going back a fair few years, I was told to go to school, work hard, get good grades, and that is what I did. I used to work in the corporate space, and I did that for a while out of university. And my first job out of university, I did hate. I hated my first job to the point that I actually resigned that position very, very quickly. So I resigned my first position out of university, and I decided that I could not work for anyone. And what I actually did was that I actually resigned that position and found myself at Heathrow Airport on my way to Australia. And that is where I came across the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So if you are familiar with the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, please drop me a 111 in the chat box. And again, that was a great introduction to entrepreneurship for me. And I read that book cover to cover on my way to Australia. And when I returned from Australia, I was actually started in the property markets, and I became a property millionaire within, I think, about 3 or so years of my return to the UK. And the rest, as they say, is history. I started trading the markets. I'm trying to share my screen, but for some reason, it's not working. So please do bear with me as I continue to try and do that. But yeah, I mean, I started in the property markets, and I've been trading since. Now, when it comes to trading, it's not, I'll make this clear, I make this absolutely clear, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. So trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You need to give it a minimum, absolute minimum of 12 months to 18 months before you can start, getting some decent returns. And trust me, we have many, many people who we work with, people that we mentor every single day, who are actually doing this full time and achieving amazing, amazing results. And that is the case for you, for those of you watching this here as well. We expect to, do the same for you as well. So again, I'm just going to go back to the screen I had on before, because my presentation, for some reason, I can't seem to get it on the screen. Not sure what's happening, but I'm going to continue regardless. So if you can, in fact, let me just try one thing. I'll just see if it is working on my other screen as well. And if you can see my presentation, please do let me know, because that is the only form of feedback that I have. If you can see my presentation, please drop me a 333 in the chat box and I will continue. Now, the book by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, introduced me to the concept of the cash flow quadrant, and that is what you can see on screen here. So that is the cash flow quadrant in its simplest of forms. And basically the cash flow quadrant taught us, or taught me, that 95% of the world population is broke. So 95% of the world population is broke. If you want to be financially free, you have to be that 5%. If you want to be financially free, you have to be that 5%. You have to be either an investor or a business owner if you want to be financially free. And that was introduced to me by Robert Kiyosaki. Now, when it comes to foreign exchange trading, the great news is that as an investor, as a trader, you form that 5%. And foreign exchange trading, in its most simplest of forms, is the exchange of one currency for another, like your pounds for your dollars, your pounds for your Japanese yen. So as an example, if you were to go to the USA from the UK, go to a local exchange and change your pounds for your dollars, you will have taken part in the foreign exchange market. Now, foreign exchange is big. It's very, very big. In fact, up to $6.6 trillion are exchanged via Forex in a marketplace that is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So up to $6.6 trillion every single day. Excuse me. Now, I talked about cryptocurrencies earlier, and I will go back onto cryptocurrencies shortly, but cryptocurrencies are currently very, very big, and the market is growing every single day. So whatever is happening around the world today, a lot of it in one form or another is related to cryptocurrencies, and a lot of it is actually pushing cryptocurrency forward further. And again, I'll talk about that in more detail in a few minutes. Now, another form of trading that we do is high frequency trading, and high frequency trading is for those of you that have little or no patience. For example, binary options, you can achieve profits very, very quickly, and that is just another form of trading. We also teach people how to do e-commerce as well. So if any of you are interested in learning how to do online marketing, we have a platform there for you as well. So basically what I want to do is, I'm just going to give you an example of how we trade, we actually trade through our live mentorship program. So we have a live mentorship program where we sit down with you every single day and we trade live on screen. And all you have to do is just copy exactly what we are doing. So as an example here, this is the harmonic system. We actually use this system, one of many systems. We place our trades online on our screens, and you as the student, as the mentee, all you have to do is copy our trades. And once you've done this a few times, what you'll find is that you are learning and earning on the go. And again, what you'll find is that you're actually achieving the same profits theoretically as we are, because you're running the same trades as we are. So the intention is to make you an independent trader, and you will get there after doing this over and over again a few times. Now, again, before I do a deeper dive into cryptos, I just want to get the pricing out of the way. If you want to be mentored by us, it only costs $200 to $300. So $200 to $300 to become one of our mentees, one of our students, where you can learn how to trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. If you actually go along with this program, the preferred program is the Elite Academy, which you see at the bottom here. And with the Elite Academy, you will get access not just to foreign exchange trading, but also high frequency trading and also digital currency, which is extremely big at the moment. So the future of money is digital. And in all honesty, you do need access to these tools if you want to succeed as a trader. And like I said earlier, we have many, many thousands of students all over the world. In fact, I think the exact number is in the region of 400,000 students in over 120 countries who are trading with us at the moment. The monthly fees, you can see that you do not need to pay, because we actually have a scholarship scheme whereby if you recommend 2 people to the program and they trade with us as well, then you will not need to pay that monthly fee. So for just $200 to $300, you can actually trade the largest and most liquid currency markets in the world. And many, many students of ours, many of my colleagues now do this full time. So they are trading the markets full time, and trust me, it beats working in a job. Now in China, they have a concept known as 996, where you get to work for 9 a.m. in the morning, you work until 9 p.m. in the evening, 6 days a week. And trust me, that is extremely tough. When it comes to trading, you don't need to work your 40 hours a week, definitely not your 996. When it comes to trading, you can spend 10 minutes a day, half an hour a day, a couple of hours a day, whatever you want to, and you can actually trade the markets. So your vocation is irrelevant, because trading actually means, in fact, our program will help you become an independent trader without it affecting your current commitments. Now, all those years ago, my mentor, he said to me, Dr. Jav, in the last 10 years, how much money have you made on your money? How much money have you made on your money in the last 10 years? And my answer was a big fat 0. So whether you know this or not, your bank, if you have a bank account, uses your money to trade with. So if you have a bank account, your bank is actually using that money to trade with every single day. And banks collectively are making over $1 trillion every single day. Is it not about time that you utilized some of those methods yourself and kept 100% of the profits instead? Now, when I heard that for the first time, I decided straight away that maybe I should give this trading thing a go. And like I said earlier, at the beginning of this presentation, the rest is history. So I've been trading now for several years. And again, on the screen here, you can just see some of the coins that we trade every single day. Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the marketplace, and the current price of Bitcoin is around $40,000. Now, a lot of this may appear alien to you, especially if you are a beginner, but don't worry about it. I was in the exact same position just a few years ago. I would look at these charts and get all confused. But the great news is it doesn't matter what your background is. You can be male, female, doesn't matter where you are located around the world. Your age is irrelevant. The color of your skin is irrelevant, because trading holds no prejudice. All you need is a screen in front of you, and you can trade the markets as effectively as the next person or the person next to you. So once you've learned the strategies, and again, we'll teach you all those strategies. In the beginning, they'll feel a bit alien, but once you do them over and over again, trust me, you can become an extremely good trader. Now, at the moment, with Bitcoin, the current price around $40,000 has come down from the price of $69,000, which is where it was sort of the second week of November. And even today, it's 40% below that price. So even today, Bitcoin is available at a discount, and that is saying something. Now, we feel that Bitcoin will hit the magic six figures, certainly in the next few weeks. So even today, regardless of what's happening in the economy, Bitcoin will go beyond the six-figure mark, beyond $100,000. And if knowing that information, you will understand that the current price of Bitcoin is still very, very low, and it's a good time to get into the marketplace. Now, recently, Ukraine, I don't know if you know this, actually officially legalized Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and this is very, very big. So they've legalized Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies within their country. So previously, many countries supposedly banned cryptocurrency, but what we are seeing now is that a lot of these countries are now openly, publicly accepting these cryptocurrencies. So that actually means that if you're living in Ukraine, you can go out there, you can mine cryptocurrencies, you can exchange crypto, you can buy and sell, invest or trade cryptocurrencies, knowing that whatever profits you make are yours to keep. Now, one of the reasons they've done that is because they've actually received so many donations from a lot of bodies around the world. In fact, I've seen figures of around $100 million plus that they've had in crypto donations to help them with the current war. And I think the official number is a lot higher than that. But again, regardless of what the number is, a lot of money has been pumped into Ukraine. And by them officially accepting Bitcoin, it just means that they can go out there and spend that money, wherever they want to. So they've had quite a lot of money come in recently through these donations. So what does this mean for the price of Bitcoin? Because obviously, those of you that are watching this are interested in what's happening with the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Well, it's actually a good thing, because what you'll find is that as demand increases, so as countries legalize cryptocurrencies, naturally the demand for those cryptos will increase. And when demand goes up, the price goes up. Okay, when demand goes up, the price goes up. When there's a lot of supply in the market, the price generally comes down, basic economics. So the higher the demand, the higher the price. Henceforth, we can say quite safely that in the next few weeks, next few months, Bitcoin will hit those magic six figures, and it could happen very, very quickly. Now, at the same time, the ruble, the Russian ruble, during the war, the price came down drastically. In fact, looking at this, since I think it's in about October, November time, November, December, January, February, March, in about 4 or 5 months, the price of the ruble actually dropped by over 50%. So it's gone back to better levels since then, but basically the ruble dropped to such a low level that many people in Russia definitely did struggle. And in addition to that, with the interest rate increase, I think they went from 9.5% to 20% in a single day. So many people have struggled in Russia, definitely on the back of this war. And again, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, we could see cryptocurrencies being legalized in Russia as well, potentially very, very soon, because they want to be able to use the crypto space, not just to hedge against the ruble, because obviously the ruble's not doing great, but also so that the local populace can transact freely within that country. And again, if that was to happen, when that was to happen, as a result of that, I would expect the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to go up as well. So when the price of Bitcoin generally goes up, what you'll find is that altcoins lag behind Bitcoin. So the altcoins will follow behind Bitcoin. One such altcoin, favorite of mine, which I've talked about earlier, is Ethereum. And doesn't matter who you are, where you are, you need to have some ETH in your portfolio. It's a great coin to have. And the peak of Ethereum was achieved again in November, about the same time that we saw the peak of Bitcoin, where the peak of ETH was hit of around $4,800. Currently, it's around $2,800. And again, this price is very, very low. It's around 40% of its peak just a few months ago. Knowing what we know and the fact that we do our research every single day, we look at fundamentals, we do our technical analysis, we feel that ETH could hit the $5,000 to $8,000 mark again in the next few weeks, next few months. So if you're not currently invested in Ethereum, my recommendation is, because it's such an important coin based around smart contracts, you really do need to get into ETH. If you don't know how to do it, you're in the right place watching this webinar and you're learning from the experts. Our mentors are seven-figure traders and they've been doing this for a very, very long time. So again, you're in good hands, and because the future is digital, you really need to know how to trade the markets, not just cryptocurrencies, but also when it comes to foreign exchange as well. It's always good to know the strategies. So in our academy, we actually give you the coins to trade. Because we're doing our research every single day, we know which coins are going to do well. So once you get access to our platform, you will get access to this information that you can see here. For example, we're telling you to buy Solana. That is a coin in the crypto space. Lux is another coin. We have Engine, Compound, Ilvium, IRV, Luna, Ethereum, we talked about already, Audio. Now, these coins we expect to go up in value. Now, in some cases, these coins might double in price, treble in price, but we've also seen coins go by a multiple of 10, 20, 100, even 1,000. So we do all the research for you, but we also teach you how to do the research as well. And we give you this timely information, this timely advice every single day. So when this information comes out, you will get a push notification on your phone and you will be informed of any particular coin to buy. And all you have to do is plant that information onto an app on your phone and you purchase that coin. You will then sell that coin when we feel the price of that coin has hit its peak. And again, in this particular example, we have Lux, which is one particular coin. We have the buy zone here. So again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it, because we'll teach you all of this at a very, very basic level. This webinar is only really meant to be an introduction to trading, but I'm giving you a bit more meat on this webinar so you can walk away and effectively you can actually make money on the back of this webinar. So the buy zone for Ethereum, you can see is here. So, you know, once the price is around this level, I'd say below, so for Lux, not Ethereum, below $1.5, it's a good time to buy that coin. But at the moment, the price has gone below that point. So the current price of Lux is $1.24. And just a few days ago, it actually hit an all-time low. In fact, the all-time low of ETH, sorry, Lux, I keep saying ETH, Lux was around 80 cents, around 0.85. But again, 1.24 is still a very, very good place to be, because we feel that Lux will go up in value much higher than what you see here. Previously, this coin has gone beyond, let's have a look. Previously, this coin has gone beyond $7. So the fact that it's 1.2 at the moment, give and take, we expect this coin to go up by at least a multiple of 10 in the next few weeks. Let me give you an example. If you were to put $1,000 into Lux today, you could be looking at a profit of around $9,000 plus. If you were to put $100 in, you'd be looking at a profit of $900 plus. So that is, you know, very, very simple way of looking at it. And again, Lux is just one of many, many coins that we trade every single day. Another coin that I want to mention is Compound. Again, that is currently in our buy zone. So again, it's a good time to buy Compound. The peak of Compound was actually, let's have a look, around $900. So the peak of Compound was around $900, which is a multiple of 9 compared to where the price is today. So similar to Lux, if you were to put $1,000 into Compound today, and even if it only went as far as where it was before, you'd be looking at a multiple of around 8 of your profit, of your capital. So you put $1,000 in, you'd make $8,000 on the back of it. So again, with Compound, very, very good coin. I mean, for one compound, $1,000 is still very, very cheap, because we feel that this coin could go much higher than that. So if you're not currently invested in compound, please do go out there and get some compound. Another coin I want to very, very quickly mention is Solana. Again, a very, very good coin to have in your portfolio. The current price is around $90, but this coin went beyond $260 just a few months ago. So it was, a multiple of, I'd say, 3 compared to the price today. And again, we expect this coin, Solana, to do much better than that. And if you do not have Solana in your portfolio at the moment, definitely have a look at it and go out there and buy it. Again, if you don't know how to invest, if you don't know how to trade the markets, you're in the right place, because you can actually get back to me via this webinar, via my contact details, and someone in my team can actually get you registered, and we can get you started trading almost immediately. So we have an amazing, amazing platform, not just for foreign exchange, but also for binary options and also digital currency as well, where we actually teach you via several mentors. We have over 100 educators that will actually show you how to trade the markets for profit. Now, currently, another thing, obviously, we look at fundamentals every single day and the technicals, but currently what's happening around the world, we all know with the price of oil, the price of fuel is sort of shot through the roof. And at the moment, Saudi Arabia is considering accepting the yuan, the Chinese yuan, instead of the US dollar. So obviously, historically, the US dollar has been the base currency for all these transactions, but it looks like going forward that the yuan might come into play. The yuan might come into play, and this will definitely dent the dollar's dominance around the world. So, what does this actually mean going forward? Obviously, China is getting stronger and stronger, and on the back of this information, the yuan, the price of the yuan, obviously, it went up compared to the dollar. So the yuan is currently very, very strong, and the converse to that, as you can see here, the dollar price has actually come down. So if you look at the US dollar currency index, you can see that the price of the dollar has come down in the last few days. And again, as this continues, as the dollar weakens, a lot of money will be pumped into cryptocurrencies. And what happens then is that the price again of crypto goes up. So we are expecting the price of crypto to go up further, and certainly with the recent interest rate hikes, not just in the UK, but also the USA, to curb inflation, will also have an impact here as well. These countries are still printing money, and the more money you print, the higher inflation can go, even with interest rate rises. And this may continue going forward. And what could happen, or what will happen, in fact, is that very much like what we've seen in Ukraine, we will see other countries legalizing cryptocurrencies as well. So that's actually a summary of the crypto space and how we trade. And what we actually do is we teach you, we show you how to trade the markets. We are full-time traders and educators and mentors as well. So we have this amazing academy that you can be a member of, and for just $200 to $300, which is the startup cost or the initial payment, you can actually become a member of our academy, and you'll be assigned a mentor or several mentors. We have mastermind groups on WhatsApp and Telegram, so you'll be part of that mastermind group, and we will teach you how to trade the markets for success. So my name is Dr. Jav. That is all I really wanted to say today. I wanted to give you an introduction to the marketplace and also to show you how to get started. So these are my contact details here. Please get back to me and we can get you registered straight away. My name is Dr. Jav. It's been great speaking to you. It's a very, very pivotal moment in history at the moment, and there's a lot of things going on in the world. And what you need to understand is that as the middle class gets smaller and smaller, there will only ever be two classes of people. There'll be the rich class and poor class. So the rich class is that 5%, and the poor class is the remainder of society, and you have to be in that rich class. And one way of getting there is through trading and through investing your capital. So my question to you is, do you keep your income options open? And the reason you're on this call is obviously, I'm guessing the answer to that is yes. Let us help you multiply your money without it affecting your current commitments. So this is not just another business opportunity. This is actually an opportunity for you to create a legacy and create generational wealth. Now's the best time as ever to learn how to trade the markets, because you can do this with just a mobile phone, regardless of your location around the world. So again, thank you for your time. My name is Dr. Jav, and I will see every single person on this webinar on the inside very, very soon. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you all shortly.